Hello and welcome to sportsbookreview.com. Here on the line is Alex from MBitCasino. I've invited him along today because we're going to take a look, we're taking a rundown here of the Premier League Week 31 taking place this weekend. I'm going to start by looking at mainly the outrights. Obviously, I've been discussing Premier League all week and some things have really sort of stuck in my mind and some odds really. First match, and that's the match that kicks off the Premier League on Saturday, Everton versus Arsenal. Arsenal are the underdogs, 2.7. Do you agree with that?
Not quite, but I think that the bookies see the Champions League match that they had in the midweek with Barcelona.
Mm-hmm.
They did a good game, even though they didn't enter the first 11. The coach didn't put in the first 11 because anyway, the match with Barcelona was done from the first leg. I think that I think that Arsenal might win this one, even though I'm not so confident in them right now. Coming after 2 lost games and 1 draw with Tottenham in the last round, but I think that they will bounce back and win some games. But I'm not expecting to bet on the winners market right here. I will bet on the goals market because between these two teams we always saw a lot of goals. And not only between these two teams, but we see in the last matches of each team, we're seeing a lot of goals. So an over 2.5 goals, even both teams to score and the over 2.5 goals are coming with great odds around 2 and stuff like that. So it's a lot of possibilities to bet and to get money from here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and again, one thing also to consider, obviously, is Arsenal. Arsenal are fighting to keep third spot. They've got Manchester City and West Ham right behind them. Everton, they're down in 12th place. They don't have a lot to play for. Obviously, just maybe sort of moving up the table, but no sort of final positions to sort of play for. So I would either look for Arsenal or an Arsenal draw no bet option. Now, another bet. Pardon?
Yeah, this is okay also with the not to risk so much with the draw no bet, and not only to keep the third place, but they have a lot of opportunities to go second till the end of the Premier League.
Yeah, they're about 6 points there behind Tottenham, so yeah, they can still do it. I think it's about 8 matches left. Next match is Chelsea versus West Ham. Very surprised by these odds, I have to say. Chelsea are down in 10th place. West Ham are fighting, they're fighting to stay in the top 4. Why West Ham are priced 5.25? I have no idea. Personally, I would either take West Ham or again, West Ham draw no bet. Chelsea are priced 1.76. What's your take on those odds?
We might do also an Asian handicap, West Ham +1. It's coming with a grade of 2.2, 2.1, stuff like that.
Fantastic.
And West Ham is coming after fantastic matches. Also with Man United in the FA Cup, the last meeting that they had, they drew 1-1. And not to say that the last 3 meetings on the Premier League, they won also with Everton, also with Tottenham. So I'm expecting a really hard match for Chelsea, because if we think about the last match, West Ham won on their turf 2-1 on October, I think it was 2015. So they are coming with a good moral, West Ham, and they might do a surprise. So I don't understand either these odds. This is why I will risk a bet West Ham +1 Asian handicap.
Yeah, I love that bet, actually. That's a great one as well. Next bet I'm surprised about, Crystal Palace versus Leicester. Leicester are the favourites, but they're priced 2.5. Leicester's obviously a team that is playing to keep top spot, to keep that 5-point lead over Tottenham. Yes, they are playing away, but they are playing Crystal Palace, who are down in 15th, who actually have a poorer win record at home than they do on the road. Leicester to win 2.5, so you can either take that or even a draw no bet option.
Crystal Palace, it's always a difficult team to play against. This is why we are having these odds. And again, we talked about it last week. It's really starting more and more pressure over Leicester, because they will be the biggest surprise from the last decade in the European football if they win this year the Premier League. So even with the small teams, I think that Leicester prefers to play against big names, and they are scared with the little teams. Not that Crystal Palace is a little team, but they have their ups and downs, and if they catch a good day, they can win against anyone.
So would you take the Leicester bet then, or would you take a draw no bet option instead?
No, I think that I will take both into score here. I think that we'll see a lot of opportunities of scoring in this match.
All right. Now, the next match that I was going to talk about is Swansea versus Aston Villa. Swansea comes in 1.67 if you want to play for their straight win. I do quite like Swansea to win 2-0. I think Aston Villa, unfortunately, they've checked out. I don't think they've scored in 3 of their last 5 matches played. They've only scored 2 goals over 5 matches. I'm looking at the Swansea win, 1.67, or the Swansea win 2-0, which is about 2.6, 2.8, something like that.
Not to risk it so much, we are going directly with Swansea to win this one. Exactly what you said. I don't think that Aston Villa are interested anymore in this year Premier League. They don't have either a chance to go 19 in. They are 8 points under Newcastle. So they are coming with a lot of lost matches back to back. So I don't see them coming to win a match or stuff like that. But not to risk it so much, directly Swansea to win the game. And the odd is there, exactly as you said, 1.62, 1.65. And if you don't like this odd, if you consider that is too small, you can combine it with another match and do a parlay.
Yeah, yeah. Now, another match, and I think this is the one that we're going to disagree on, and that's Newcastle versus Sunderland. Obviously, Newcastle held Leicester there to a 1-0 win, just let that 1 goal for Leicester, and that was the first match under Rafa Benitez. Now, this is Newcastle's first home match under Rafa Benitez, their ex-Real Madrid manager. Newcastle are the favourites, 2.21. I personally think we're going to see a Newcastle win here. Obviously, both teams are fighting relegation. I'd be interested in either backing Newcastle or something like a double chance, a draw in Newcastle, something like that. What are you thinking?
Yeah, we are disagreeing right here. This is the second match of Rafa Benitez. I don't think that a manager after 2 matches can do miracles at the team. The last round they lost, 1-0 only with Leicester, but they lost. I don't think that they will win so easy. This is why I'm going in the other direction. And because we will film this also separately, and I gave you already my tips. So it's Sunderland to win with plus 0.5 Asian handicap at 1.78.
Yeah. The only thing, obviously, is Sunderland are playing on the road. You do understand that they've got 2 wins on the road this season. Newcastle have got 4 wins at home. This one we're going to disagree. And if I win, you'll hear about it.
Absolutely. But not to forget that the last 8 matches in a row, back head-to-head, Sunderland won every time. Newcastle, last time that they won against Sunderland, it was on 2011.
All right. Next match, actually, we are going to preview. We're going to do a big preview there. So if you guys watching want to check out Man City versus Man United, I'm going to save all the tips and discussion for that. The final one that I do want to talk about, though, last match on Sunday is Tottenham versus Bournemouth. Personally, I think we might see, I don't think we're going to see a clear Tottenham win. 1.57 for Tottenham. I'm not saying they can't win. I just don't think it's going to be a runaway success. 1.57 for Tottenham, Bournemouth a 7. Would you play Tottenham at 1.57, or is that too low?
No, I will play Tottenham combined with Swansea, and will give us a really good odds, 2.3 and stuff like that. I didn't do the odds right now, but 1.57 with 1.65, it will do. It's over 2, so we'll double our money with those two matches if we play them together.
Yeah. All right, then. Great stuff. That was the rundown there. The Premier League rundown taking place this weekend. We have done previews for all of these matches individually if you guys want to check them out. Alex, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for the invitation.